Hi everyone, welcome to RPA Explorers channel.
In today's video, we are going to concentrate on get methods from an Excel connector. Already we have uploaded delete and sheet methods from the same. So we'll get started with the get methods today. Also we have a sample Excel. So here is the Excel and we are using the same Excel which we use for sheet methods. So in case you haven't watched that video, you can also watch them. I'll give the link in the description. The first method, which is get active sheet name. And also make sure you use the open method before you use any other methods from Excel connector. So let's drag and drop the active sheet name. As the name suggests, it will give us the active sheet from an Excel. For example, when you open the Excel, there is some sheet which opens by default. So this is called active sheet name. In case you want to set different sheet as your active sheet, you can also do that by manually selecting it. For example, I want my sheet 6 to be an active sheet. So let's select the sheet and I'll close my Excel now. And now let's open the Excel again. And if you see sheet 6 is active now, we have a method that is get active sheet name to give the sheet name. Let's run this now. Just going to connect and we'll run from here. So this is completed. I'm going to preview the data. This is sheet 6. So if you have a use case that you want to set some color or get the cell address of a specific sheet or cell, then you can set some sheet as active, then you can go ahead and use it. Let's see the next method, which is get cell address if row has. And also make sure that you close your Excel whenever you are using this open method. Let's provide the sheet name. Defines that it will give us the address of a specific cell if the row has your search text. For example, in sheet 1 you have different columns. Let me randomly pick this value, which is Michael Williams. So we'll copy this, which is in column B and in the 6th row. I'm going to put it here in the search text, which is Michael Williams. And the next parameter, which is called search column. And here you have to define your column name on which you want to search this text. So this is from column B. Let's get to B now. Parameter, which is start row index. So if you want to search from specific index, you can also change this. And I'm going to leave it as 1 so that it can start searching from the first index till end of the row. And now we'll run this. So this is completed and my Excel is also closed now. Let's check the boolean value. So if you see, it has given the value true. So there is a cell which exists with the search text we give. So and also, in order to get the cell address, you have this icon at the top. Just click on this and you have to provide your columns here. For example, if my text gets matched with the given column, you can get value of any other columns. We'll try to get the value of E, which is just data analyst. So let's change it to E. An output parameter is added now. Let's run and see the output. And it has given us the value, which is E6. The data analyst is in the cell, which is E6. So you can see that. So it's basically used to give you the cell address if a row has the given text. And if you want to know the cell address of your search text, you can give the same column as your search column. For example, let me change it to B. So if I give B, it will actually give you the cell address of this text. So let's run this. So it is B6 and our text appears in column B6. Next method, which is get cell formula. Let's drag and drop this, and we are going to use this in combination with the previous method, which is get cell address if row has. So I'm going to connect with this. Let's give the sheet name, which is sheet 1. And you have to give the cell name. So instead of giving manual cell name, I'm going to give the cell name which is from the previous activity. So let's pass the cell name here, and now let's run and see if we get the cell formula or not. In sheet 1, we don't have any formula on any cells. So let's see what is the output now. So this is now it has given us a value which is from column B6. So this activity says that it is used to get the formula of a specific cell. In case you don't have formula applied on the cell, you want to get the text, it will give you just the text. Now let's apply some formula on that cell and let's see the output. Maybe we'll apply some sum 1 plus 2 something we'll have. Okay, so we have the formula which is sum 1 plus 1. Let's see what is the output now, and let me. Okay, we have an error. Let's look at the error. Cell name cannot be empty. We have replaced the Michael Williams to a formula, and hence we have this error. Cell name cannot be empty because the specific text doesn't appear in the column B. So if you look at the boolean value, it should be false now. Okay, now we'll try to do different thing, like we'll change the column which is E. We'll click on OK, and then we'll get some value which is from the column E. So I'm going to take data analyst. So it should be B. So I'm going to search on column E, which is data analyst, and here it should be B. So still I want to get the value of B. Let's make it B. And now we'll run this. Like we are searching the column E instead of B, but still we are getting the same cell value which is from the column B itself. So let me run this again. Completed. If you look at it value, it should be true now, and also you can see the cell value, it should be B6. So yeah, and we'll see the data of the cell formula. Now it has given us the formula on the specific cell. So if you have a formula on the cell you want to get, it will give you the formula. If not, it just give you the display text on that specific cell. And let's see the next method, which is get cell values. So we have two methods like this, cell value and cell values. So both are same. It is just used to get cell value of only one particular column, and it is used to get the cell values of a multiple column. So first let's use this single value, and I'm going to connect this after open method, and now provide the sheet name, which is sheet 1. Cell name, we'll use the same method and then we'll pass it over here. So I'm going to connect this, and we'll have the cell name, and we'll connect this method to the close active. So if you already know your cell name, you can directly pass it over here, and now I'm going to use this method. Let's run this now. So this is completed, and it should give us the value which is 3. So yeah, as expected, the value is 3. And if you notice that this get cell value method is the combination of these two methods, which is get cell address if row has and get cell formula. So the only difference is that if you have a formula, it will give you that formula. If not, it can give you the value which is same as get cell value method. So I hope you understand this method. And the next method, which is same as this one, but you can pass multiple cells here. You have to open the configuration window, and here just provide the cell name. So for example, let me get the value of C2. Randomly I'm giving this. Let's click on OK, and here provide the sheet name, which is sheet 1. It's completed. Let's preview the data, which is B. So we are getting the values from C2, which is B. So yeah, it is giving us the expected output, and you can pass multiple values over here. And also if you notice, we have this which is value type. So here either you can choose a value or display text. For example, if you take C2, the output is B, and if you take B6, the output is 3. And the same is for the display text as well. So with the display text, if you display the value, it is still B and 3. So the difference is when it comes to formatting of the specific columns. For example, you have something called currency, and for now I'm going to remove this, and let's have some value over here like 1, 2, 3 and something. And also have a column. Let me just copy over here. Let it be. So fill C is okay. And for example, if you noticed, okay, let me remove the format cells which I have. So this is the current value of the column C. Let me just run this and show you the output. I'm going to display the value of C2. It should be 1 now. So if you see, the value is now 1 now. And now let's change it to display text and see the value again for the same C2. So now if you notice that the value is something with formatting. So see the difference, right? Value is something which just give what is actually stored in the data. but when you choose the display text, it will give you the value along with the actual formatting you have on that specific column. So here I have a column, and here I have a formatting which is called this currency. So when I choose currency, I have this something, I have this symbol. So let me click on OK, and now you can view it over here. And now let me try to print it again. So I'll click on OK, and we'll run this again with the same. And let me preview the data, and this is expected now, which is get cell color. So let's provide the sheet name, and I'll provide sheet 1. The next parameter, which is cell name, so it gives us the color of the specific cell. For example, we'll try to get the color of the cell which is A1, and we'll give the cell name as A1. And now we'll try to run the process. Okay, we don't have an output. Let's try to rerun and check the output. Okay, we don't have an output. Let me try to print B1. This time also the output is blank, so let me try to make some random color, to even green color to this, which is on D4. Let's try to print it, and this time we have white, the actual color of the cell which is green. Let me also try to randomly give some other color, maybe go to E6. Let me try to print it again. We'll preview the data, and this time also it has given the value as white. So I'm not sure why we are not getting the expected output on this particular method. Whenever I execute this method, what I receive is either white or a blank output. So it is not giving us the expected value, but this method is supposed to give us the color on the specific cell. Either it should be like green, blue or something, and in the want to get a specific color, you can use this method. But next method, which is get column name by index. So here you have to provide the column number. According to its name, it should give us a column name, like the column name here is ID, name, level, by providing the cell name which is D1. So if we provide our input as D1, it should give us the output which is column name D3. But this method doesn't give an exact column name, rather it just gives the column name like A, B, C, only the alphabetical column name, not the actual column name of the sheet. So not want to use this method to get the alphabetical column name, you can use this, but it will not give us the actual column name. So let me go ahead and show you the static value. Okay, so now let's provide the column number. For example, I want to get the column name by providing the index 3. So here they give us city, but let's see the actual output. So I'm going to run this now. It's completed. Let's preview the data, and if you see, it is 3. So this is about this get column name by index. And for now we'll conclude the video till the get column name by index method, and in the next video, which is part 1, we will be looking into the rest of the methods. So in case you guys find this video useful, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel as well, and thank you so much for watching this video.